Hi, I'm Chrissy Lundeen. I'm in the Family 150 class. I am doing my career profile presentation. Um, the job that I chose is the drug and addiction assistant or substance abuse counselor. I couldn't really find much on drug and alcohol assistant, but those two are very similar in the um, in the job. So for number one, example organization, I found a center here in Sandy. It's called Turning Point, and I've actually seen commercials for it as well. I tried contacting them, but have not gotten a response back yet. So hopefully the information that I have found online is correct. I went to a few sources. As for the working environment, it really depends on where you go and where you choose to work. You can work in mental health agencies, hospitals, correctional institutions, therapeutic communities, detoxification centers, or a private practice, if you have a master's in that area. Or even an addiction treatment center. The work week is typically 40 hours, but you need to have your weekends and holidays open depending on what may be needed. There may be a crisis that you need to attend to, and you need to be open to deal with that and to just kind of go with it. The typical stressors for the job are heavy caseloads, a senior client relapse, that could get a bit frustrating. You yourself, from the caseloads and all that, put on a stress, and you may varying and suffer from depression to emotional exhaustion. Because you're dealing with other people's addictions and emotions and all that. So, that does take effect on you. There is also a risk of physical, we talked about emotional, spiritual, and psychological harm if we do not take the steps to relieve that stress, separating work and home, and being able to take care of both sides. The typical benefits that I found it really depended on the facility that you went to, but the majority of them have the standard medical, dental, vision, with an option of a 401k, so you could put towards your retirement, or a life insurance policy, etc., things like that. The common job tasks that I found are meeting with clients to evaluate their health and substance problem, identifying issues and creating goals and treatment plans for them to help them, teaching clients how to cope, different ways that they can learn to, instead of going to drugs and alcohol, different ways that they can relieve their stress, but in more of a normal, in a normal way, something that's healthy for them. Helping clients find jobs and reestablishing themselves in the community, and leading group therapy sessions, having them talk it out with one another and the different struggles that everyone does have. Providing update and progress reports to courts if needed, referring clients to support groups. And this one goes along with creating goals and treatment plans, but setting up an aftercare plan. So once they're done with the treatment, having having a way for them to go somewhere and to look to what they need to do after, because it is a different lifestyle for them. You know, once they get help and and the change that they need. And also, one of the biggest important things that I have seen and that I found a lot online is meeting with the family members and providing them with the guidance and the support and learning how to deal with those who do have drug and alcohol substance abuse. You know, they go through the addiction, but you know, families go through you know, families go through it as well, you know, because you love them and you want the best for them. Educational requirements. Usually a substance abuse counselor has an associate degree, but typically most people start with a bachelor degree because you do have more experience education-wise and should be able to get experience, you know, with that bachelor. You can advance in the field a little. You know, with a bachelor's degree, you can advance as an addiction professional. If you want to move above that and do more of that, then you would need to obtain a master's degree. And then starting salary, I found the lowest I found was $25,200. The most experienced salary range I found was $60,160. And then the medium range that I found on quite a few websites was $38,620. And most of the information that I did get was actually on the government website, the Bureau of, I totally forgot what it's called, but it's the main like labor, Bureau of Labor something. And that's where I got most of my information. And this is my career profile presentation for a drug and alcohol assistant slash substitute, no, not substitute, substance abuse counselor. So thanks.